السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. La النافية للجنس. Let's look at it. We call it law of absolute negation. La النافية للجنس. So, what is it? If I want to make absolute negation, okay, if I want to make absolute negation, we use this la, okay. If I say la ahadun or la fi dar ahadun, there's no one in the house, in the home, at home. La fi dari ahadun, there's no one in the house. Okay, it makes meaning, right? And it means there isn't a person in the house. But if I want to emphasize my negation, I want to make it strong, like there is no one. You know, in English we say that sometimes, and you are pressing it from your speech. Okay, how you see it, you say it in a manner you are emphasizing it. So we have similar thing in Arabic language, where you want to absolutely negate everything. You want to to make the negation very strong. So we use la an-nafiyatu lil-jins. La an-nafiyatu lil-jins. Example, we use this common statement, la ilaha illallah. There is no deity of worship whatsoever. So it's not just any type of negation. It's not just that there isn't any deity of worship. You can be saying it casually without being content with what you are saying. But when you use la and nafiyatu lil-jins, it means absolute negation. Absolute negation. How that is clear. Absolute negation. There's no deity words whatsoever. Okay. So I can say la ilaha illallah. Example, this mushrikun. They can say la ilaha illallah. And perhaps they may have they have their idol. They used to put their idols in the Kaaba. So they house their idols in the Kaaba. So he can be saying la ilaha. And maybe he is having some kind of intention. Maybe in my house here, there isn't any deity of worship except Allah. But of course, when I go to the Kaaba, there are idols there, they go and worship. So he may be having it with some kind of restriction. In his mind, he's restricting it to a particular place. But when we use la and nafiyatu lil-jins, it means absolute negation. So that's what we call it, la and nafiyatu lil-jins, la of the absolute negation. I hope that is clear. And when it comes, the noun is mostly mansub. The noun is mostly what? Mansub. So we say la ilaha, not la ilahu. It's initially ilahun. I hope that is clear. But when it comes, the thing you are accepting, the thing you are absolutely negating is going to be having one haraka. It's going to be ma'rifah, and it's going to be mansub. It's going to be mansub. These two things should be in place. So we say la ilaha, not la ilahu. We say la ilaha illallah. So when you just see la, and then you see a noun coming after it, having one haraka, and it is mansub, it is fatha. It means the la is a la of absolute negation. It means there is no, that thing is, you are absolutely negating that thing. Totally, there's nothing. And then you give me, mostly there is an exception, except something. I hope that is clear. Okay. So example, let me give you an example. In the hadith, like the Prophet says, La ta'ata li makhlukin fi ma'siyatil khaliq. La ta'ata. There isn't obedience. La ta'ata li makhlukin, to the creation, fi ma'siyatil khaliq, in the disobedience of the creator. So meaning that you shouldn't be obeying someone, and that obedience is in the disobedience of Allah. How that is clear. You shouldn't obey someone if that in itself is an obedience to Allah. So someone command you to do something, you fear the person so much, But what he's commanding you to do is disobedience to Allah is something prohibited. But because you fear the person so much, you do the thing. You do the thing, and then you are in the disobedience of Allah. So the Prophet, that's what the Prophet says. No matter who the person is, if what he is commanding you to do is in the disobedience of Allah, you shouldn't do it. So that's what the Prophet said, La ta'ata. He didn't say la ta'atun. If he say la ta'atun, it means there's no disobedience. There shouldn't be obedience to them. Meaning you can say, of course, but my case is a special case. You know, some people, they will still have that. They say, me, I have a special condition. Of course, this one is beyond, is above my control. Even though in Islam there are, exception where so if certain things are beyond your control, you can do certain things. Islam is flexible, but some people misuse that saying or that ruling, and then you just say, of course, every small thing, this one is an exception, my brother. This one is an exception. You know, my case is different. So that's what the Prophet said, La ta'ata. No matter what. So it's an absolute negation. It's an absolute negation. No matter what, there shouldn't be ta'atul li makhlukin fi masiyatil khaliq. I hope that is clear. It's a very, like they say, khairul kalam ma qalla wa dalla. The best of speech is that which is short and then it gets the point across. It's a very short statement, but it means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. So, that is what this bab is about. So let's look at what the Sheikh is saying. Elam anna la tansibul nakirat. Bigayri tanween, like I've explained this. When it comes, the tanween doesn't come. So you say la ta'ata, not its initial ta'atun. So first of all, the tanween will go away, and then it will be left with one haraka, and that should be fatha. Okay, so la ta'ata, la ilaha. I hope that is clear. Okay. La hawla, you see, la hawla is initial hawlun. You say la hawla wa la quwwata. So all these are la and nafiyah to the jins. So he says that بغير التنوين, without the tanween, إذا باشرت التنوين, if it enters upon it, ولم تتكرر, and then la doesn't repeat. نحو لا رجل في دار. He's giving an example. So this one, لا رجل في الدار. There is no, just you can't. There's no even if I say لا رجل في الدار, there is no one in the house. So that can be based on what you have seen, or based on your conviction, or based on your knowledge. لا رجل في الدار. But if I say لا رجل في الدار, meaning that absolutely there's no one. It's not just that based on what I think. There is no just anyone in the house. It means absolute negation. I hope that is clear. And something that is yakin. Okay. So لا رجل في الدار. Now he says that فإن لم تباشرها وجب الرفع. If the la, you know, the la must come then followed by the thing you are absolutely negating. But he's saying that if the la doesn't come together with it, okay, that's what he's saying. فإن لم تباشرها, assuming it doesn't do that, it doesn't come together with it. Example, لا في الدار رجل. You see here, لا في الدار. Assuming you see the la, and then the thing is not just following it immediately. So that one, what is the ruling? Okay, is it always that the la should go with the thing you are absolutely negating? That's the question here. The thing is, that's what the Sheikh is explaining. فَإِن لَمْ تُبَاشِرْهَا وَجَبَ الرَّفْعُ. If it doesn't follow it, if they are not following one another, the la and the thing you are absolutely negating, then it's not going to be masub, yes. So, like here, la fi dar. You see, ar-rajul is supposed to come after the la, but here, because it's not coming immediately, it is not masub. So that's what the Sheikh is saying. Okay, wajaba raf'uha, it has to be masub. Okay, it has to be marfu rather marfu. It has to be marfu, so you can see the dhamma. So la fi dari rajulun wala imra'atun. Oh, that is clear. Okay, and then also there should be two things. The la should be repeated. You can say la fi dar rajulun. Okay, la fi dar rajulun. You are either, then that will not be what's the name? La and nafiya to the jins. I hope that is clear. Okay. meaning you are just seeing it casual, the normal la that you know. Okay. Assuming the thing is following it together, but you want to repeat it, meaning you want to say two things, la hawla wa la quwwata. Here we are negating, absolutely negating two things. So that's what we are talking about here. That's why I say, in takarrarta, if you should repeat, the manner if you are repeating the negation, the absolute negator, that's the la. If you are repeating it, maybe there are two things you are absolutely negating. There is absolutely not this nor that in the house. So there are two things you are negating. What's the ruling? That's what the Sheikh is saying. Jaza i'maluha wa ilgha'uha fa in shi'ta qulta la rajula fi dar wala imra'ata wa in shi'ta qulta la rajulun fi dar wala imra'atun. If you are repeating it, you can make it mansub or marfu. That's what he's saying. But as far as the thing is, as far as the la and then the rajulu, the thing you are negating absolutely, if they are following one another, you have the, and you are repeating. Okay, there are two things you are talking about, neither this nor that. In that case, and you want to use the la and nafiyah to the gens, you have the choice to make the thing you are absolutely negating mansub or marfu. I hope that is clear. Okay. So I think this is the end. This chapter is to be treated, inshallah, tomorrow, chapter 23. So that will be all for today, inshallah. We have come to the end of the chapter for today. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll look at chapter 23, 24, 25, 26. Hopefully, I hope that tomorrow we will complete it, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم.